Welcome to the Lifetime Assembly channel. My name is Isaac, and today I'm going to help you assemble your utility shed. Before we get started, make sure the model number of your shed is listed in the description below. This video will follow steps outlined in the assembly manual that comes with your shed. So if you've already begun and need help with a specific step, check the description below for a timestamp associated with each step. There are steps in this assembly that require 2 people, so make sure you have at least 1 other adult available to help. Before we get into the assembly process, let's take a look at the tools you'll need to complete the job. You may want to pause the video now so you can gather the supplies shown on the screen. Also, you may see us use an impact driver. If you decide to use one as well, be careful not to over torque or over tighten the hardware. This video is meant to be a companion to the assembly manual and not a direct replacement. For the best results, make sure you have the assembly manual on hand as you complete the job. It is also crucial that you refer to the assembly manual to review the safety instructions of this build to avoid serious injury or property damage. All right, let's get started. Take the left door, the one with the Lifetime logo, and insert a hinge tube that has a slit on each end into the bottom of the door. Make sure a little bit of the tube hangs out on both the top and bottom of the door. Place the locking hardware over these 2 holes on the door, oriented like this, and secure the hardware. You may need to use a Phillips head screwdriver to clear the plastic in the holes. Line up these holes on the edge of the door channel with these divots on the door. Starting in the middle, secure the channel to the door by inserting the hardware at an angle. Line up these holes in the deadbolt with these holes in the channel. The deadbolts are different, so make sure you orient them like this. Place the 2 halves of the handle together. Place on the front of the door and secure the hardware. Take the right door and insert a hinge tube, the one with the slit on each end, and insert it at the bottom of the door. Take the square tube and line up these holes with these holes on the door. Then insert on the bottom of the door. Insert the cap into the end of the tube. Then finish sliding the tube until it's flush with the end of the door. Connect the two halves of the handle, then place on the front of the door and secure with the hardware. Add the locking hardware to the door, making sure it's oriented like this. Connect the two floor panels together by lifting one panel about 45 degrees, interlocking the tabs, and then setting the panel back down. It may be helpful to have another person stand on the other panel as you do this. Secure the two panels together by inserting the hardware into these divots on each end. Take a wall panel labeled AHD and insert the tabs at the bottom into these cutouts on the floor. Slide the panel to the left to lock it in place. I'm comfortable tapping the panel with my foot, but if you're not, use a block and a mallet. Add the other panel labeled AHD next to the previous panel, except you'll be sliding it to the right to lock it in place. Make sure the panels are even at the top, and then secure the hardware in these holes. Be careful not to over-tighten this hardware. Take the corner panel labeled AGW and insert the tabs at the bottom into these cutouts on the floor. Slide the panel to the front of the shed to lock it into place. Lean the panel away from the floor, fold the panel in half, line up the tab at the bottom with a cutout in the floor, then apply downward pressure to secure in place. If you're having a difficult time getting the tab to lock in, place a block directly under that tab and apply more pressure. Make sure the tops of the panels are even, and then secure the hardware. Take the corner panel labeled AGY, inserting the tabs at the bottom of the panel into these cutouts on the floor, sliding it towards the back to lock it in place. Make sure the tops of the panels are even and secure them together with the hardware. Add the corner panel labeled AGL to this corner using the same method you used for corner AGW. Add corner panel AGN to this corner using the same method you did for panel AGY. Now lay the shed on its back. Take the wall hinge tubes, the ones without a notch, and insert a cap into one end. Fold the wall panel over, inserting the hinge cap in between the wall and the floor, making sure it's oriented like this. Insert the end of the hinge tube that doesn't have a cap, going through the floor, cap, and wall. Repeat on the opposite side. Now go ahead and stand the shed back up. Secure the inside of the wall to the floor using the L bracket, making sure the long end is on the floor. The silver screw goes into the wall, while the black screw goes into the floor. Then repeat for the opposite side. Take a wall support channel and add an L bracket to each end, oriented like this, making sure the long end of the L bracket is against the channel. Repeat for a second wall support channel. Insert the wall support into this channel, making sure the end of it goes into this recess. You may need to push down on the L bracket so the wall support goes into the recess. Then secure to the wall panel through the bottom two holes. Repeat for the opposite side. Secure the L brackets to the floor using the hardware. Add the wall supports to these channels on the back walls, making sure that the two holes close together are at the top. Secure the top of the wall support with the hardware, making sure the bolt goes from inside out. Take the roof beam, which is the square tube with 3 oblong holes, and place it into these cutouts, lining up these holes with the dimples. Then secure the hardware. Place a header bar in this notch, making sure that these holes face up. Secure the header bar with the 8 screws. Do not put any hardware in the holes in the end. With the help of another person, place the hinge tube in the left door and the hinge cap at the bottom. The hinge cap at the bottom looks identical to this one. Make sure you place the notch in the hinge tube around this rib. Place another hinge cap at the top of the tube, making sure the notch goes around the rib. Repeat the previous steps for the right door. With the help of another person, lift the roof onto the shed, making sure the header bar goes over the doors. When placing the roof on the shed, the protruding tube should go through this hole in the roof, making sure that the top of the wall goes on the inside of the roof. While someone applies downward pressure on the roof, secure the walls to the roof through these 4 holes. Make sure you insert this hardware at an upward angle. Continue securing the back wall and the side walls using the same method. Insert the hardware into the hole you left open on the header bar. Secure the L bracket on the wall support to the roof beam using self-tapping screws. There are 4 height settings you can choose for your shelf. They're indicated by these divots here. Once you choose the height of your shelf, add the bracket to the wall and secure the hardware. Make sure the shelf bracket on the opposite side matches the height setting. Add the triangular shelf brackets to the slits in the wall supports, making sure it's on the same height setting as the other brackets. Take the shelf and insert the support tube into this channel, making sure it clicks at each point. Place the shelf on the brackets, making sure the support tube is closer to the doors. Secure the shelf to the brackets using 2 screws in each. It may be helpful to have someone push on the outside of the shed when securing the side brackets. Finish securing the wall supports on the side panels where the holes line up with the divots. The shed comes with 6 wall hooks. You can place them anywhere in the shed in these recesses. Next, you need to make sure the doors are level. Click on this link here to see a video, or refer to your manual in section 6 to see how to do this. Thank you for watching this video on how to assemble your lifetime utility shed. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up. For more content like this, subscribe to our channel. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to our customer service team and check out our other amazing products at lifetime.com.